October 14, 1997. Black pine forests stretched across thousands of acres of wilderness, a place so remote that entire sections hadn't been visited in years. Most people avoided it. Locals claimed the forest had a strange reputation. Hikers reported hearing voices when no one was nearby. Hunters spoke of figures watching them from between the trees. Rangers dismissed the stories as campfire legends. At least they used to. Senior Ranger Daniel Mercer had worked Black Pine for nearly 8 years. He knew every trail, every abandoned lookout tower, and every forgotten road hidden beneath the dense canopy. Nothing about the forest frightened him anymore. That evening began like every other patrol. Rain clouds gathered overhead as Daniel drove his truck along a narrow dirt road cutting through the forest. His radio crackled softly with routine updates from dispatch. Unit 7, report status. Daniel smiled. Unit 7. Everything normal out here. No activity. The forest looked calm. Too calm. As darkness settled over the trees, Daniel noticed something unusual. The wildlife had gone silent. No birds. No insects. No distant animal calls. Only silence. The kind of silence that makes you feel like the world is holding its breath. Daniel stopped his vehicle and stepped outside. The air felt colder than it should have. For a moment he stood listening. Then he heard it. A faint voice somewhere deep in the trees. Someone calling his name. Daniel. He turned immediately. Nothing. Just darkness. And endless rows of pine trees. Daniel returned to his truck and continued deeper into Sector 12. The voice was easy to explain. At least that's what he told himself. Wind. Echoes. Fatigue. Anything except what his instincts were suggesting. 20 minutes later his radio suddenly erupted with static. The noise was so loud he nearly jumped. Dispatch, repeat last transmission. Only static answered. Then a voice emerged. A voice that sounded familiar. Very familiar. Unit 7. Daniel frowned. The voice wasn't dispatch. It sounded exactly like him. His own voice echoed through the speaker. Unit 7. Do not continue north. Daniel stared at the radio. His heart began to pound. He grabbed the microphone. Who's transmitting on this frequency? No answer. Then the voice returned. Calm. Cold. Identical. I'm serious, Daniel. The transmission ended. Silence returned. A chill spread through his body. Someone was playing a prank. That had to be it. Yet no one else should have been operating on that frequency. Daniel checked the logs. No active units nearby. No maintenance crews. No search teams. No one. And still, his own voice had just spoken directly to him. The deeper Daniel traveled into Black Pine Forest, the stranger everything became. Fog rolled between the trees. Visibility dropped. His headlights illuminated only short stretches of road before being swallowed by darkness. Then he saw movement. Someone standing among the trees. A human silhouette. Motionless. Watching. Daniel immediately stopped the truck. He grabbed his flashlight and stepped outside. Forest Ranger. Identify yourself. No response. The figure remained perfectly still. Daniel moved closer. His flashlight beam cut through the darkness. The figure stepped behind a tree. Gone. Daniel rushed forward. Nothing. No footprints. No broken branches. No sign anyone had been there. As he turned back toward his vehicle, a snapping branch echoed behind him. Then another. And another. Something was moving through the forest. following him, keeping pace, always staying just beyond the reach of his flashlight. Daniel's breathing quickened. Years of experience told him something wasn't right. Predators didn't move like this. People didn't move like this. Whatever was out there seemed to be studying him, learning him, waiting. Then he heard the voice again. Closer this time. Daniel. The voice came from somewhere ahead. And it sounded exactly like him. Daniel decided to return to the nearest ranger station. The situation had gone beyond normal explanations. He climbed into his truck and started the engine. But before pulling away, something caught his eye. A movement in his side mirror. Daniel froze. Someone was standing behind the truck. Tall. Motionless. Watching. Slowly he turned around. The road behind him was empty. No one there. His stomach tightened. He looked back at the mirror. The figure remained. Standing exactly where it had been. Daniel stepped out again. This time fear replaced curiosity. The forest seemed alive. The darkness felt heavier. The figure vanished once more. Then his radio activated. Without warning. Without static. Without a signal tone. Just a voice. His voice. Turn around. Daniel obeyed instinctively. The flashlight beam swept across the trees. And there it was. A man standing 20 yards away. The man wore a ranger uniform. The same uniform Daniel was wearing. The same height. The same build. The same face. Daniel Mercer was staring at himself. Neither one moved. Neither one spoke. For several horrifying seconds they simply stared at each other. Then the copy smiled. A slow, unnatural smile. And stepped backward into the darkness. The following audio was recovered from Daniel Mercer's patrol radio. Timestamp, 11:42 p.m. Daniel's breathing is rapid. Footsteps crunch against wet leaves. Branches snap nearby. He is running. Dispatch, respond immediately. Static. Dispatch, I have visual contact. Static. Then a pause. The sound of Daniel stopping. Breathing heavily. The next words are spoken quietly. Almost like a man trying not to panic. It's me. Silence. Oh God. The radio records several seconds of heavy breathing. Then Daniel speaks again. It looks exactly like me. Another pause. The sound of footsteps approaching. Slow. Measured. Deliberate. Daniel's voice begins to shake. It's standing between the trees. More footsteps. Closer. 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 Then the final transmission. The last words ever recorded from Ranger Daniel Mercer. Dispatch, if that's me out there. A long pause. Then who's talking right now? A loud burst of static follows. The recording ends. Daniel Mercer was never found. The official investigation remained open for 6 months before being permanently archived. Black Pine Sector 12 was closed shortly afterward. No explanation was ever provided. End of archive file number 001.